A lot of you know me from the internet, I'm assuming, because nobody actually follows me in real life. But I thought it'd be pretty cool to kind of come back to the website where I got my start, and that happens to be Scratch, which unfortunately some of you might know. And it's a pretty cool website, but I was banned from it almost 2 years ago now. I mean, I've been banned a couple times for pretty much the same thing over and over, but that's okay. But I thought it would be funny today to go back and see some of what's going on. So, vainly, I'm going to type in my old username and see what comes up. And it looks like I haven't been on here in a while, but it looks like they fixed their search engine, because it used to be that if anybody looked anything up, anybody who had, any relation to that keyword, if they favorited that or if they'd ever commented on something like that, they would pop up in the results, and it really mucked things up. But oh god, these are all things I've actually posted, which means these are relevant results. But god, cringe coming back to all of this. I don't know why anybody followed me. I think at my peak I had 8,000 followers, but I think that's because all of you had such low standards for quality content. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it because it's all crap. So let's. Well, this is a base I actually made, so I can't be mad that anyone's actually using this. It was a generic cat run cycle. It was free to use and free to color, as long as you gave credit. But being that the site is aimed at towards, kind of the younger audience, nobody actually gives credit. The majority don't anyway, and it's very frustrating to see. And of course, if you say, I have stuff for use, don't use this one particular thing, they're all going to use that one particular thing anyway, because that's how everyone operates in a very selfish way. But there's a lot of fan art too, which I can't complain about. That's just really amazing of people, and I can't, I can't fangirl hard enough about all of it. Oh boy, when I actually made games, when I wasn't dead set on the art thing, I was like, hey, gotta use both half of my brain, so I'm not just creative, I'm also techie and smart, and oh boy, this gets me. You have to click on this one. So this was a drawing I had made as part of a music video for Warrior Cap, and the character was Blue Star. And this was Blue Star when her sister, got hit by a car. But, this person decided it would be cool if they took my art and they told everyone they could give it out for free and they can recolor it any way they want. And see all these edgy OCs down here that people made. Oh boy, but the hair thing gets me every time. There's at least 32 of them, but each of those 32 could also have, recolors, which is really fun to try and track down. Oh boy, but the thing that gets me about this upload is that the first comment here, they go, wait, this is somebody else's art, you shouldn't recolor it. And the person who uploaded it responds, and you just made it all white, looks over in my direction. And she won't notice, I hope. That is just blatant disregard. Who do you think you are that you acknowledge you're doing something wrong, and you put the person you took it from's name in the title, and you still feel entitled to use it any way you like? That is beyond my comprehension. Or this, which is also for me in the title. This is an animation I'd made about something really personal to me, and something I was trying to deal with, and this is right before I had finished it. They decided they would finish it, but as their own characters with their own meaning. And I think this happens to be warriors, but just makes me so mad. These characters have really personal meaning, and you can't just repurpose them like that. It's so frustrating to see. But again, lots of fan art, so I don't want to say that makes it okay, but It's definitely nice to see, and I'm very, very flattered by all of it. I really don't deserve it. Like I said, you all idolize me for no reason. Or this was another music video I made for Warriors because I was Warrior trash, and frankly I'm still Warrior trash, but they literally didn't do anything but change the song. All of the animations and everything are still intact. Which, you know, meaningful contributions all around. And occasionally you get somebody who will like something, but they'll go through the, you know, the effort of actually redrawing it themselves, which is a refreshing thing to see. And this was this is for like an animation meme insanity, but like once I realized that Unpleasant Peasant or Flightful Warrior on YouTube didn't really want that to be a meme, I took mine down, and then you had people who grabbed mine and would use like a single frame from it for their own crazy OC. But you know, and this was featured on the front page of the website because quality content. You know, that's what this all comes down to. Cool stuff. Oh, and for a while, my cat died a couple of years ago. Actually, I think it was like 12 years ago. I just never got over it, honestly. But I was drawing some art of it, and people picked up on it, and I thought it was just a character. So like, there's all this really, really shippy art of like my blue cat character and my pet, and it was really like, no, you're interpreting this the wrong way. It's not sexual, I promise. He was my pet. But, you know, it was still really flattering. For people who will just, you know, take my legit art, quote unquote, at that point in my life and pass it off as their own, and they'll take something I made for me and my two best friends, and they're like, oh, now it's my cool pink, blue, and red characters, guys. And we're bakas. We're so cool. We're kawaii death. Oh god. I hate it so much. It makes me so mad. And like half the time the fan art I would receive is like people who find images on Google and color them to look like my character, but they like don't look at any kind of reference and just kind of go off of, oh, she's supposed to be blue and yellow, right? I'll just put blue and yellow marks all over her. That counts. That makes up for it. Or they'll use my art and recolor it for me, I guess. I don't know, but like, these were supposed to be specific characters. I didn't draw them so that you could add hair and make them whatever you wanted to be. I had bases for people to use those. And essentially that was why it was banned, is because I asked people to stop using my stuff. But, some really, really old stuff. And like, you can see the same kind of things that are being remixed over and over. It's like people had the most fun taking something that was really sentimental and making that their own. Oh, and here's a perfectly intact music video I did for this really edgy warrior cat, and somebody decided, no, he was supposed to have white on him, white on his chest, so their only edit was that they added white on his chest in every other frame. Because again, meaningful contributions, guys. That absolutely needed to be there. You wouldn't understand the context of my music video that I spent, 4 weeks on or something. It's very frustrating. I don't know why I even stayed on this website as long as I did. Yeah, but you see the same things remixed over and over and over again, and people will tell you, it's all for learning, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here's an edgy one from that same edgy music video. Somebody kept the line art, and they added the quote, "Every heart is born from darkness, and to darkness every heart will return." Ooh, scary. Very scary. I'm spooked. And what is up with this trend of people taking line art that I make, and then giving all the color, like totally mashing it apart, and then telling people it's their own coloring contest, and they add some popular song or something as inspiration. Like, that's not what you do. And nobody even asked me. Ugh, so frustrating. It really is.